Okay, before we continue the main mission, we have to go do the Varric mission and Blackwall mission. But we're going to the war room first to do some tasks.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valrayo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it?
Why?
It's good to see you.
Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that
Okay,
hasn't
the
openly
same.
pledged its support to us. Farewell.
Sister Liliana, the mages should arrive within the day. Senior Enchanter Linden sends his sincerest thanks for seeing them safely out of Hasmar. Fisher. Okay. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jadar, and it was not easy to keep matters from spiraling out of control. King Alistair is no diplomat after all, and had little patience for the endless fanfare. Thankfully, the Orlesians are uninterested in more war, and we were able to smooth the way toward an eventual peace treaty. The king sent along a sword that once belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenhad as thanks for what the Inquisition helped create. Good. If we sent something other than Josephine, it probably wouldn't have worked then, huh? Efforts have proven quite profitable. Trade is flowing as in peacetime. Bonnie Sims claims the impact will be felt far and wide, another front on which to meet and match the enemy. Alright. What do we do next? What do we do? There is a protest we must attend to, Inquisitor. A group of mages has heard of your judgment and the imposition of tranquility. They wonder why they fight for someone who can impose so brutal a penalty. They claim it is a betrayal of the promise of your actions at Redcliffe. We have to deal with this, Inquisitor. We cannot risk a second rebellion at this stage. What? Are you crazy? That was Corypheus' lackey. Our alliances will not risk another mage war. It has been hard enough to aim them at Corypheus. Swift movement of troops? Holy shit, Josephine. You have taken a brutal stance. If need be, continue. Okay, they can disappear. Liliana. Yeah, I expected this from Liliana. But Liliana is not for an open display of violence, just secretive. They are afraid. Send one Templar and one Mage Inquisitor, 2 veterans to explain and to remind them that mages created this punishment to protect the rest. That sounds reasonable.
All right.
Yeah, I'm all for mages, but that was Corypheus' lackey. We had to stop him. Okay. Find Crestwood's mayor. The mayor of Crestwood left a letter confessing that he was the one who flooded the village. Yeah, right. Then he disappeared. We can track him down. I can ask the Crown to post a warrant for the mayor's arrest. Crestwood's mayor will have to stop for supplies. I'll have my agents inquire. Yeah, I don't want to arrest him. So
Let's see what we have.
let's secretly look for him. A cultured exchange. Sigrid Gulsdotten is a very, shall we say, interesting choice of recruiting, Inquisitor. Commander Cullen has had a great deal to say on the matter. Still, we've had interest from scholars and mages, besides themselves, to the chance to speak with a stable abomination. Especially since the Chantry is too weak to forbid it with any force, I believe that Gulsdotten, with a guide and some guards for her own protection, would be a valuable guest to send to select lectures and salons. Ambassador Montelier. You cannot be serious, Commander Cullen. Wait, when did we recruit Sigrid Gulsdotten? Say the word, Inquisitor, and I will send our new Avar mage on a brisk tour of cultural exchange. Wait, who's Sigrid Gulsdotten again? I thought she was the leader of the tribe that we visited. This is madness. If you must have this Avar abomination meet with our own scholars, in a small room, far from anything, with a Templar present. Come on, they practiced outside of the circle magic for so long. It's like the Dalish mages, right? It's okay.
At your service.
Alright. Okay, let me find Sigrid Gulsdotten if we can. Do we have Sigrid here somewhere? MNOPQRS Storvacker. No, there's no Sigrid. Okay, fine. She's not that important a person, apparently. Okay. And this is fine. Yeah, let's do the Blackwall quest first. I'm very interested what thoughts he has on the wardens and stuff. And I have no idea why he's attending the execution of a man named Monet. Oh wait, he was responsible for the Collier massacre, which I have no idea what that is, or what that was. God, he's gonna be executed. Oh my goodness, Cole! What happened to you? I guess we encouraged him to be more spirit-like or something. Holy crap, Varric! No! No, Varric! Sarah, this is, very inappropriate. Okay. Varric! Holy crap, plagued by his own ghosts or whatever. Wonder, would Sarah find this execution funny? If so, then this might also be inappropriate. It's raining! Wow, that's a first. Val Royeaux raining? That's not like Val Royeaux. Val Royeaux is always like...
concern about this Corypheus or what have you. The right hand will be divine.
A hard one, she. Set on the way things were.
So, perhaps you should amend your tone.
Really? Does she strike you as someone who'll suffer what you dish out?
I was gonna say that Val Royeaux always seems like glittering, all splendor and beautiful and magnificent. Not as sad as this. But okay, there's an execution.
Is that her? Here?
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais.
Where's
For the
Blackwall?
murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Oh, what is wrong with him?
Ah. Human justice.
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Polynesians always stock these things.
Iron Bull doesn't have anything to say. Because she is so...
Stop!
Oh.
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall.
Wait, what?
Warden Blackwall is dead. And has been for years.
Wait, what?
I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
Wait, what?
You, after all this time. It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine.
What?
I am Tom Rainier.
You're not a warden? No wonder he had little to say about the Grey Wardens, huh? Actually, he told me a great deal of the Grey Wardens in our private conversations. Was that all a lie? I can't believe this. Maybe Tom Rainier... Iron Bull, where are you going? He doesn't like the rain. I was gonna say, maybe Tom Rainier did do that, but felt very guilty, became a Grey Warden and assumed another name or something like that. Oh, there you are, Iron Bull. I was gonna say Iron Bull was probably accustomed to public executions like that. Bailiff?
Can you believe it? Tom Rainier himself.
What do you know of Rainier?
You must know something about Rainier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
I have no idea what incident that was. Like a massacre of the Carlier family? Where is he?
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing. Guess not.
I am very shocked. Oh, oops. Wrong key. I mean... I can't wrap my head up around this. I can't.
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier.
He wore the shield.
That is concerning, yes.
Concerning? He's a butcher.
What a shield? What does that mean?
Your worship, Inquisition forces are all but welcomed with open arms. By the people, if not the officials.
Wardens harm their own and fall to mortal failings. Where does that leave us?
Narrative.
A perfect start, except... No, of course not. The day finds you of well and sturdy health?
Oh, yes.
Sir? All in all, the Winter Palace game provided some fine sport.
Salutations.
Even with the extra...
Okay, do I have permission to enter the prison? I guess I do. Okay, I can walk around. Whoops. Hello. Did you... Wanna say something? No? I'm here alone. No one is with me. Oh. Amulet of power.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Oh my god! Did you really kill those people?
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
But why did you do it? What? You have to have a reason, right? And it seems like you do regret your actions. At the very least, you try to be a better person than before, and that's all you can expect from a person, right? I'm not convinced.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Talk to me, Tom or Blackwall or whatever your name is.
Yes.
Who was the real Blackwall?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing, a waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valshavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
Maybe, but he didn't think so.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valshavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
And who's Mornay?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
You're second in command of what exactly? And who's Tom Renier?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
In the army. And why would the army have any interest in the Orlesian nobility? I'm so confused.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
So, you did it because of the gold that was offered to you. Is that it? What did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question, just as your men trust you.
Yeah, armies need commanders, I guess.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
And you murdered Callier's family?
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
Oh my god! That sounds terrible. I mean, it's undeniable that he did a crime by getting bribed by someone else to kill someone and not making the research to ensure to just kill that one person, but to kill everyone, which happened to be the assassination target's family. That is simply horrible. But you weren't at war.
But you weren't at war. Not really.
I've been on enough battlefields to know the same crime at the right time would have earned a medal. But that's what I did. And why I deserve to be here.
You're right, you do deserve to be here.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
Is there? No.
That's all for now.
Well, it looks very grim for quote-unquote Blackwall, for Tom, to be really honest.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Already? Wow, that was fast. Summarize it.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Right, so Blackwall didn't lie. That was all true. She had this report all along? Is that the conclusion we can take from that?
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier. Even Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be preferable. He doesn't need to die, although I do think his actions were despicable. I mean, he clearly regrets it and wants to do better. He is definitely ashamed.
If it were up to you, what would happen? What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable.
Agreed.
He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Get him out.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Oh goodness. Order the advisors to find a way to release Rainier from prison. Okay, let's travel back. Let's go straight to the war table.
Inquisitor.
I believe some tasks are done anyway. Note to Skyhold's gate guards. I hear the mayor of Crestwood's been found. When he comes in, stick him in the holding cells. Let him stew there until the Inquisitor brings him out for judgment. Gaola Blythe. Okay, so we got him already. He's in the prison cells. Dear Lady Montelier, Sigrid Goldstotten was a delight, such a fresh perspective. True, the evening threatened to go poorly when the Avar Mage and Magister Verixus bickered over the proper use of spirit bindings, but she brought down the house during a practical demonstration of spheric energy projections, both figuratively and very nearly literally, quite invigorating. I cannot tell you how gratifying it was to see all the old goats from the Ferelden circles outdone by an Avar. We must have her back. Also, I believe Verixus invited her to his summer villa, or the best dear, Countess Flesh. Nice. Right, Cullen is still busy. Olay, right? Blackwall should be here. Rainier's release, an alternative. Liliana informs me that your contacts in the underworld could aid in having Rainier released from prison. This route would conveniently mask the Inquisition's involvement, Cullen. Nice! Enough offer whispered in the right circles, a dozen factions vying for our favor. We'll see who desires it most.
Inquisitor.
Nice job. A present for Bianca? The dragon Corypheus controls looks like an archdemon, but is something else entirely. To defeat his threat, the Inquisition must know all it can about dragons. Frederick of Serrault, the self-styled researcher of dragons, may be of some help. However, no one knows when Corypheus may attack next. Frederick and the Inquisition should focus on one area of research first. No one knows more about the beasts than the Pentagast family of Navarra. With Cassandra's help, I could secure permission for Frederick to peruse their archives for information about dragons past and present. That's a good idea. Search all of Thedas for naturalists like Frederick and join him. We discovered a dragon nesting ground. Maybe he can learn something from that. Get him to lead a research expedition. But all these dragons are different than that dragon. But okay, we want to first learn about normal dragons first, I guess. Research expedition. I don't think Frederick is a research kind of person. And he might not be able to deal with actual dragons. Carcasses, yeah, maybe. Peruse their archive sounds boring, but is also safe, and we definitely want to stand on the shoulders of giants that came before us, right?
Inquisitor?
And also Josephine is the only one available, so it's gotta be her. Okay, let me visit the prison cells. Maybe we can talk to the mayor first before doing the judgment. If I can find the prison cells. I'm gonna take a guess. This is the way... That's the way up, so this can't be it. Is there a way down here? No, not really. How about here? Nope. Liliana, you are so fast. That's the gardens. Oh, this way. I think. What the heck is this room? We haven't been here ever. Wait. What? It's now gone. What? I'm pretty sure I could have read something here. The First Blight, Chapter 2. People today have little concept of the consequences of the second sin. Oh, believe me when I say that when asked, pious, chantry-going folk will curse the use of foul magic, spitting and snapping their fingers. But none live today who actually remember the horror that was unleashed so very long ago. Whatever records might have existed, regrettably did not survive the chaos that was to follow. We have only the tales of survivors handed down through the murky ages and the dogma of the chantry to instruct us. I believe I am not understating when I say that the second sin unleashed the bane of all life upon Thedas. The Darkspawn were more virulent than the worst plague, a heartless force of nature that came into our world like an ill wind. We know from accounts of later blights that the Darkspawn spread disease and famine wherever they tread. The earth itself is corrupted by their presence, the sky roiling with angry black clouds. I do not exaggerate, my friends, when I say that a mass gathering of Darkspawn is an omen of dread cataclysm. It is said that those cursed magisters who became the first Darkspawn scratched at the very earth to find solace in the darkness of the dwarven deep roads, and there in the shadows they multiplied. Whether by intelligent design or by some last vestige of worship in their minds, they attempted to locate the old gods that they had once served. They found what they sought, Dumat, first among the old gods, once known as the Dragon of Silence before the Maker imprisoned him, and all his brethren, for the first sin, usurping the Maker's place in mankind's heart. The slumbering dragon awoke, freed from the Maker's prison by his twisted followers, and became corrupted himself. Dumat was transformed into the first archdemon, his great and terrible power given will by a rotting, unholy mind. With the darkspawn horde following, Dumat rose and took wing in the skies once again, bringing ruin to the world the Maker had created. The old god had become the eye of a dark storm that would ravage the entire world. The follower of General Not Sheraton. 5. In the days that followed, to avoid scandal, the appointing of the Not Sheraton was claimed the grand tactic of the true general, who must have orchestrated the whole affair from secret. From secret meaning the cloakroom, for not even his own attendants knew his face, and they could have had the guard whisk him to jail for trespassing. But with his mask restored and wary of the embarrassment, the general was merciful with Not Sheraton, imposing less than half of the prescribed lashes and sparing her and her lord the gallows. They were allowed to leave Orlais on the condition that Not Sheraton was henceforth her name. What is this? Who was that? That was part 5 or something. Oh god, the cobwebs. What is this room? What is green? Imagine I should present to you an object which, to my mind, is of indisputable greenness, and ask, does this thing appear to you to be green? Naturally, you might say that it does, for you have come to recognize the appearance of the color of the object to be green, associating the word with what your eyes see. But could it be my understanding of green differs entirely from yours? What if, perchance, you could see into my mind? You might realize that all things that I name green are actually red in your understanding. Without the moorings of objective truth, we are set adrift in oceans of solitary experience. The promising opening to a lecture given by Carsten Gröcke, philosopher-poet at the University of Orlais. The lecture's quality dropped significantly after this point and ended quickly when Gröcke subjected audience members to a poorly constructed ode to Chartreuse. He fled from the auditorium under fire from students armed with overripe red tomatoes. Yeah, I thought this was pretty philosophical and very clearly put and stuff, but apparently he's a charlatan. What is this room? Oh. The Pyramids of Par Vollen was the first land in Thedas to be taken by the Qunari, and has been held by them ever since. But while the Qunari have raised their own marvels on the island, the famed city of Qunadar comes to mind. Par Vollen had a rich history before the Qun ever came to its shores. Tear your eyes from Qunandar's wonders and look instead to the jungle. There you'll see the ruins of a vast city that proclaim in silence, "We were here." Par Vollen's distinctive pyramids, looming over the overgrowth, have remained largely intact, even if their intended purpose has been lost. They do not seem to be tombs, though some chambers contain bodies that have been carefully preserved. Amazingly, the pyramids' proportions are mathematically perfect. Since their alignment is so precise, one suspects they serve some scientific purpose. Observatories, perhaps? Advan Therastes has observed that the shape of the Par Vollen pyramids seems perfectly to match the constellation Solium. We know more of the pyramids than we do of the humans who built them. The Qunari came to Par Vollen as conquerors, but there is no history and little sign of battles fought on the island's shores. A civilization that could build such vast cities would surely have defenses, armies, perhaps a weapon alien even to the Qunari. So why is there so little proof of resistance? One answer may lie in what remains of the temples. Beneath the leaves and vines covering the walls, you can still make out the stylized carvings. The paint has long since flaked away, but the silhouettes are clear. Intricate sea creatures, shipwrights, musicians, archers, and kings. Here and there odd figures are depicted, tall, horned, always in a position of authority and respect. What were those horned figures to the ancients of Parvolan? Priests, ritualistically crowned, heroes, gods perhaps? We may never know the truth. But when the Kunari arrived from the sea, horned and carrying the word of the Qun, perhaps instead of conquerors, the people of Parvolan saw an old legend returning to them. This is also a position. The humans of Parvolan are Kunari now, their ancient civilization discarded like a child's toy. Yet the pyramids remain, along with the old cities, the island itself. One day greater scholars may hear what they have to say. That is very interesting. Now, where's the prison? I was supposed to find the prison. The kitchens. What the heck is this room? Oh, my wine collection? My alcohol collection? Okay, that's interesting, but where the heck is the prison? Wait, wasn't the prison... the door behind Gatsi? Our dwarven mosaic interpreter? No, that room leads to the gardens. Huh. Okay. I'm pretty sure this door led to the prisons. Right? Yeah. Oh, it's a separate thing. It can't be reached from the castle itself, I guess. Hey, are you happy to keep someone company?
No one to watch over, your worship.
What?
We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
But we have the mayor here, don't we? I was told we have the mayor here. This hasn't been fixed. Hey! Can we walk through this gate? No. There's nothing here. Alright. Oh! Holy! Oh my goodness, we died. That is very dangerous. Okay, let's judge the mayor.
You got your wish, sort of. Right.
What?
Not so sure you want it now.
Let's just say I'm glad they're moving on.
Why? I mean, they did a bad decision, but surely there's still the hopes of our civilization. The protectors and such. Okay.
Mayor Gregory Dedrick of Crestwood is present for betraying his own constituents. He confesses that, 10 years ago, he flooded Old Crestwood to kill refugees and villagers touched by the Blight. The mayor claims it was to spare the rest of Crestwood, but we only have his word.
Well, I would say it is a severe crime, but to be honest, if he didn't do that, probably Crestwood would not exist today.
If the mayor has anything to say in his defense, let him speak.
There's no cure for the Blight. but I couldn't convince anyone to leave a sick child or husband behind.
So you herded the infected into one place and flooded Old Crestwood. Were no innocents caught in the waters?
Good point.
Nearly everyone in the village had the blight. I swear it. Have mercy. I couldn't tell the survivors I'd drowned their own families to save them. I couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, we can't spare him. Well, I guess give him to the Grey Wardens would be something like sparing him. But that doesn't make any sense. Why would you give him to the Grey Wardens? That's a bad idea, I think. Yeah. Ferelden can lock him up. Exile. Exile from what? From Ferelden? From the village? I guess he ran away anyway, right, from the village. Locking him up is a mercy, I think.
You committed murder on Ferelden's soil. Let them deal with your punishment. Send him to Denerim. He can live the rest of his life behind their bars.
In prison? Maker. I should have drowned with them.
My goodness. Do you rather die?